Welcome back everyone to Total War Pharaoh in part 14 of our Amenmesse campaign. In today's episode, we are still here surrounding the Dungle Oasis. I have pulled Amenmesse back on over towards the Pharaoh. That way, because we couldn't quite hit the garrison, and when you went on in to look at the Dungle Oasis, just because they were in the way, it didn't stop them from reinforcing, so they managed to sneak past Amenmesse and get on into reinforce, which means they would have likely rose against us that turn, and we would have had an untenable fight. Here in Fez, with Perinha, we have gone ahead and thrown in two of the Kushite archers in the kind of quick recruit slot, and we are actually going to come on in, and because for the power of the crown, I have selected the court presence as an executive decision there. So the court presence is actually, I decided, would be the best one for us, as we're going to be able to fill out 2 out of the 5 court positions. We're not going to have to worry about any trustworthy lessers holding the position. Red is likely going to be the one that tries to claim it, but I'm going to go ahead and give this to Amenmesse. We're going to go ahead and claim the treasure. Okay, this belongs to me. I am the Pharaoh, and what I say goes. Even though this man is still wearing himself his own Nemez crown, you're not pretenders anymore. You should go ahead and remove your crowns. It seems to be something that is not taking effect either, as once the Civil War ends, whoever is not the Pharaoh should immediately lose the ability to wear a crown. May not be giving them their powers, but they're at least wearing them. Good stuff. So now that we actually have that position, what are we able to do, if anything, this turn?
Must commence.
It lowers building costs on Shemsu-Hor. It gives us the embezzle plot, and then visit sacred lands to gain resources. So maybe as they move around, kind of like L'Oreal, which kind of buffs the area. Okay. I'd love to get more stone out of Timpa. It's a little bit too close to enemy territory, so I'm not going to do any upgrading here. Not even towards Wa. Just because this army of 1 is able to sack outposts, which is a little bit goofy. I'm just not going to do any repairing of it because it's just going to be this one army bouncing around and smacking them. See what they are up to here in the next turn. So, put our army in ambush for the random Buhin forces. Let's zoom on in and end the turn. Hitting actions just being a bunch of port discounts.
Will separate the
oh, that's where you look at the builder wages. A very small icon. So, changing discounts before Shemsu-Hor does not cost court actions. What does having the discounts do for us? Currently, we have discounts on administration and outpost and management buildings. A lot. 50% the costs in different categories. All changes are applied on Shemsu-Hor and last for 6 turns, and you need to own Egyptian land to make use of the lower costs. I'm thinking administration, outposts, and management are the best ones here, so we're just going to keep it as is. That works for me. Unless we need to recruit up some troops on the fly. Awesome. So we'll zoom on in and we'll end the turn. Okay, so Jajeffi is going to go ahead and turn around and attack the undefended Wa.
All will bow before me.
So we got 8 lads here instead. Well, that is unfortunate. There's not a lot we can do about it either. So we come on up, and I think we should go ahead and try to take down the Oasis. We can have you move over and stop those reinforcements from arriving.
Die, sand demons!
Die, sand demons.
Glorious bloodshed!
Pull up some siege ladders. Then is throwing out some hate that is caustic.
Time to strike.
Okay, here at the Dungle Oasis proper, though. How many? We've got 2 towers built. I mean, I'm tempted to try to break them just with 2 towers, I can't lie. Let's not, though. We're going to go ahead and continue the siege for 1 more turn. We'll get these extra siege towers. He can just kind of hold the garrison. We don't even have to actually conquer the garrison. Once he claims the Dungle Oasis, this will just turn to our side. We can leave from there. Kill you. But you're on my team, so if you try it...
Is everything.
Yeah. Huge deficits to our food now.
My time is now.
Pay some homage, go back to
the
Fez.
city.
And we need to start asking for gold. Oh, here comes
People will always
Who's
crave
babysat?
conflict. spirit and pride.
Will they always crave conflict, babyset?
You stand no chance.
You stand no chance. So willfully they bring us their golden experience. Oh yeah? Get back here, you. There is no escape. There is only the void. So, I mean, yes, they do absolutely class us in terms of army, but we would eviscerate them. Academy and victory, would it be? I have to prove them wrong. Okay, we've got sweltering to a sandstorm. Let's go ahead and stop that. Sweltering to dry sounds fine. Okay, they're all going to deploy on this side here.
They are no true children of
Which
NUBIA.
is interesting. I'm almost thinking we completely ignore their battle strategy and try to run around. Or we could try to light the trees on fire and stay well back ourselves. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and have the chariots deploy.
We will succeed.
And they can do what they can to roll across the hillside there. All of our Kushites, Royal Guard. Let's make sure we've got...
room for these snakes.
Kush has no room for these snakes. Either that or it's the die sand demons.
Line up, men.
Armored archers up. They're going to be the ones that are getting shot at the most, and that's unfortunate, but it's your job, and you should accept it willingly. Know that fire can be a fickle beast. So let's set our archers up, so that way once they do launch those flaming arrows in, they're less likely to get taken out themselves. I'm gonna hide these boys in the woods. Or I guess not.
Nubia will be stronger once
These are definitely trees hiding in the brush. They're like Pokemon.
Swordsman.
Speaking of Pokemon, we'll have the other Kushite runners. It's the best place for these guys. Would love to be able to put them around so they can follow all the way around with the chariots. They're just a little bit slower than chariots, so but not a good call. We'll keep them also in the brush.
We will stop at nothing.
And then we'll set up our defensive units. So let's go for Royal Kush Guards attack. These lads in position up front, just to try to keep them into the tree line.
Yes.
I really don't want to bring the Kush Guards up with a lovely loud car engine coming on through. I'm going to pause and be right back. Alright, and we're back. And I will apologize for a bit of the gruffness to the start of this episode. I have been interrupted several times trying to start up this episode and previous ones just by incredibly inconsiderate neighbors lately. So it's just the joys of apartment living, but it's starting to affect my job, and that's frustrating quite a bit. So set up our archers and swordsmen. That way they can get nice flanks. And all of your Nubian troops are going to have a bow of some kind, maybe it a sling, be it a missile troop. So let's see what these guys have. I think they've got slings. So they can launch those before the battle really gets going. Have a little bit of a unit like this. The Kushite archers aren't going to be able to actually ignite any flames. Maybe they are going to at least be more expendable.
In pursuit of glory.
They must have lost their slings.
Well, as far as we can. That way we can light the trees on fire where we need them.
Never back down.
Okay, so all of our front line. Let's grab you guys since you're flankers and keep you in that position. All of our archers. I realized we didn't deploy the regular old Nubian.
We will triumph.
Oh, we don't have any regular old Nubian bowmen anymore. That is fantastic. Also why all of our armies are so expensive.
We will stop at nothing.
We gotta pull these guys around a little bit so they don't light this tree on fire on accident. That would be just a nightmare. I think we're in a pretty good setup now. All I might want to do is scoot these armies, or these lines forward a bit.
Yes, to glory. Get it done.
We may just move all of our Kushite archers more central here.
Anything for victory. We will shower them with arrows.
Spears back, archers, swords archers forward.
Yes,
Since this is brush, the fire can spread back here, which would be a little bit of a nightmare.
Fighters of NUBIA. To
Not
battle.
like so. Not super organized, but we'll make do.
Kushites never miss. We will
The Shites
succeed.
never miss. Alright, let's see. Let's prove it.
Fight with honor.
Up and around, please. Oh, I thought this was a spell. Man, going from Warhammer, I was like, oh no. What kind of vortex do you guys have? Poor Lord's about to get hit with some lightning. Not the case. In fact, all of you,
Nubian marksmen.
prepare your fire arrows.
All will burn in this heat.
All will burn in this heat.
Fear us.
We don't want any tactical map, we just want them to kind of come around.
Roll out.
Roll out.
Forging ahead.
Every time they say it, it makes me chuckle.
Kush has no room for this.
Yes, I'm a child. Get hot.
Into
Back.
position.
We are gonna
Fighters of
push
Nubia.
you guys forward, that way you're the ones taking the brunt of the missile fire.
Make it happen.
For glory
We're
eternal.
gonna shield wall our most elite
To
units.
battle. Spear wall. Spear wall.
And for any who would like to know your missile troops, if they have any kind of defensive position, like hold or anything like that, they are actually able to use their missiles while in this position. But if you're a Nubian troop that has like a missile unit like this, and if you were to go into hold formation, they would put their bows up and they would not use them. But with them, you're also not able to give them actual precise orders on the attack, so I don't mind them. They're picking their targets a bit more.
Chariots onward.
You guys come here,
On our way.
continuing to harass this back line. If they're going to keep their backs to us, we can fill them full of arrows.
Incoming.
Speaking of arrows, arrows incoming. Hold, lads. Our own arrows are flying back. Focus, you lads. They're not quite in range. As soon as they are, though.
Archers fire.
Actually, the Seti can hit them.
Release.
We will triumph.
You guys blast flame arrows at these guys.
Aim for their hearts.
Power and pride.
This group forward a little bit more, and now we got another car coming through. I'm not stopping this time. We're powering through.
The might of Nubia.
Bring the clubs in.
Position. Pushing on.
Peppered with arrows a little bit here.
Forging ahead. Roll out.
The music in this one is beautiful. Always has been. Oh, they're trying for the flank.
Warrior.
Bold strategy.
The might of Nubia. Never falter. Fighters of Nubia. Slay them.
Get them.
Victory or death.
Victory or death.
Swordsmen.
As soon as you're out of arrows, chop them up.
Fight for Egypt.
Run these archers in the back line down. And let's stop with the fire arrows,
We will
please.
triumph.
Normal arrows for all the lads.
On the move.
Onward.
You guys fire into the exposed flanks there.
Anything for victory. Aim for their hearts.
Aim for their hearts.
Archers, shoot.
Don't have any.
To victory.
Hard to find.
Archers, shoot.
You just keep running them down. They didn't protect their back line at all. And there was no real way for them to, but...
Killed men far greater than you. You've just made a grave mistake.
Alright, chariots, keep moving, because if you get bogged down by spears, it's going to be a bad time for everyone.
Battle.
You guys are very
On our
light.
way.
Look at all the missiles. I've increased the missile trail a little bit. That might be more than I like. We might have to increase that a smidge. A little bit more like lasers than arrows right now. You can actually see who they're hitting. Oh, our lord just got completely flanked. Uh-oh. Bad stuff.
Fighters of Nubia.
I thought I sent these guys into attack. Must not
Tear them
have.
apart.
You turn and defend them.
Face me.
Their lord is already almost
To
taken out.
victory.
Get into melee.
Cut through them.
Use those blades.
Archers fire.
Okay, our chariots did not retreat. They're going to start dying in droves.
Forging ahead. Roll out.
We can just push them through.
Chariots. Onward.
Especially since all the trees are on fire. Let's go ahead and crash in on these spears
Tear
here.
them apart.
Tear them apart.
Meet your end. For glory.
Aim true.
Everyone with a missile, just fire on those Kushite spearmen.
Loose arrows!
Show them the true meaning of war. Yeah, we want to pull our chariots through because, good grief, they got battered.
Onwards!
Our lord's a bit surrounded, having a bad time. Located, I thought there he is. Enemy lord in the center line there. Nubian blades. Cannot wait until the blood packs in. It just you lose a little bit of the immersion from everyone just kind of bonking each other on the head, Looney Tunes style. I'm thinking that's going to be the end for the Buhan forces. But we did take a few losses. Sons of Kush they definitely paid for that victory. Everyone else fall back, let the archers do their thing. I will catch you all in a moment.
None surpass our courage.
Yeah. Trespass on my lands. I guess my ocean lawn is my portion of the Nile. We're gonna go ahead and snag, I'd say, the extra food. We need it quite badly.
Be grateful for my mercy.
Running at a heavy deficit.
Warrior of
Grateful for my mercy. How do you still have a squad of 18?
A risk taker are you.
Oh, one of them snuck past.
Power and pride.
I see. So it's Operation... What, avoid our front lines?
Kills the wildebeest.
Alright then. We caught one of the armies, the other one's still out and about. We may just leave.
Spirit and pride.
Problem is we don't have a lot of troops there on that group. He takes the Nile. He has a lot of places he can attack, including Abu Ab, and we don't have a lot of defenses here, even with the guard tower. Alright. Things are getting a bit spicy. I'd say
The fire of Nubia.
Ab was very safe, it's just Abu Ab is not, so let's
Courage is everything.
snag a bit more in terms of movement range. And then we need to get going.
I'll prove myself worthy.
Try to lure them back by putting him in march.
We must be quick.
Go back to hit this Egyptian trading post real quick. See about... The AI seems to really like to attack armies that are in march stance.
Get
See if we
away.
can lure them
I'm
back in
sleeping.
towards Burma. Otherwise, we are going to have to chase him towards Abu Ab, which would be a little bit more dangerous. We're going to have a random pop-up colonies in our lands.
People will always crave
Desert Raiders
conflict.
as well. Alright then.
Warrior of Nubia.
Continue to build up Libu warriors.
Strong arms and stronger stomachs.
Wa is likely to be trumped here momentarily. The Teresh wave is incoming. Legends surround these people more than credible accounts. Pirates they are, and always on the move. Far-fetched tales claim they roam all the seas in the world, fighting for coin or looting for sport. Other barbarians mistrust them, whispering the name Irinians, muttering about a fabled war in recent memory. Teresh fight for glory and prefer to attack cult centers and armies. Well, that will at least allow us to hunt them down quite
All
quickly.
will bow before me. Without mercy.
I think we might have to launch this siege early, just due to everything that's going on. Alright, Amenmesse. I call upon your men once more. Battle. Alright, let's take down the Oasis. So since they are all going to have stock in the Sandstorm and actually take less attrition and all sorts of other things, I'm going to not fight in the Sandstorm. Sweltering first does not have any problems. We'll go ahead and deploy. Let's find the weakest point we can here. It might be this. Look at the one tower. It's a pretty nasty looking tower there. All we have to do is capture this point to capture the tower itself. And there's the central one there. Where else can we conquer? 2 fort towers on the guardhouse on each of them. We also just attack this guardhouse itself. Still be worrying about the 2 forts, but that's it. interesting idea. Because if we can open up the gates, then we are really causing some problems. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Let's go ahead and have both the towers set up over here. We're going to have not Kushite runners in them. They don't actually speed the towers up being quick themselves.
It is decided.
Guys, both drop your equipment for me. Yoink. I thought they are always in melee mode, but so be it. Nubian bows, we're going to have them kind of take a bit of a slanted attack on the area. If we can keep high ground, it'll allow us to at least hit some shots on them. So are my armored archers. Still are going to massively outrange them.
Assume formation.
Slings
They
back.
cannot escape us.
Well, we made with slings up front, so let's actually grab the rest of these archers here. Pull them back.
Anything for
Let's get them all in like this.
Kushite slings.
Works for me.
Get it done.
Guard mode for you clowns, and now let's go ahead and have elite clubs that are actually full of units in the siege towers there.
Impediment will drag them into battle. We will succeed.
Following them into battle is
We
going
will
to be
stop at nothing.
Amenmesse and the Pharaoh guard.
Get it done.
Pharaoh guard behind this unit, Amenmesse behind the other, and they're going to be the ones that follow them directly in.
Pharaoh's order.
I want spears being the wall that absorb
Glory.
shots for everyone else. Pretty good.
Amenmesse.
Anything
Infantry.
for victory.
The runners are kind of who we bring in afterwards. They can move and poke gates down, but it takes so long it's not really worth it.
They cannot run from us now.
Chariots, let's have you guys threaten from the top of this hill. Over here. They deploy troops well away from the actual battle itself. Alright,
Fighters of Nubia.
that'll begin. Right, so you guys take this position, and you guys here. Looks like the easiest place for us to break together.
The gods will punish
Spears
these desert dogs.
forward. Start provoking the ire of the walls. And then we have our massively ranged advantage archers.
We will triumph.
We can also have them scoot forward to about here.
We will
Just outside of
stop
range.
Nothing. It will be done.
Fear us.
This will be
Moving as
over
quickly as we can. Keep the runners back, because they are a little bit too lightly
Into
armored to be any
position.
use up close there.
Ready to fire.
Slings, let's have you guys deal with these composite bowmen up front.
Reach the stones.
Be aggressive about it.
Have the advantage.
Have you run, and you run as well.
Faster, faster. Kushite
These two
never
can go
miss.
after the desert skirmishers.
Power and pride.
Quickly eliminate those composite bowmen, and you guys go after those Lebu hunters.
Then let fly.
Lovely. One back over. Chariots.
Chariots, move.
Just need them close enough to the archers. Let's go ahead and have them
Fight
post
with
up
honor.
here,
On the move.
and
Send them around.
well, they start firing, basically.
Onwards.
Alright, spear wall up,
Spear wall.
spear wall up, and now let's annihilate them. A rain of arrows you shall receive. Keep blasting these Lebu composites.
Release.
These guys are your
Look in
targets.
the sky.
Darken the skies.
Archers, shoot.
Shooting right into the shield wall. They're getting some hits, which very fair. Kushites never miss, as they are experiencing the hard way here. 7% fire damage here on this tower, 0 on the other, so they're almost to the wall.
Chariots, onward.
Bring these chariots in and start firing on the flanks.
The might of Nubia.
Alright, spears, let's go ahead and have you all move up to this position.
Marching. Bury these
Looks like they've decided to switch the attack as well, so we'll bring the other spearmen forward. You guys are too close to the towers.
Forging ahead.
Too close to that nitro. A little bit jumbled.
Slingers.
You need to move up so you're bombing shots over the wall.
Aim true.
Need to eliminate these Libu hunters.
Loose arrows. Aim for the house.
Right, clubs are here. Queen's Chargers, you're to the tower now.
The might of Nubia.
You've all got this.
Fear us.
Clobber those tribe spears. You guys do. Annihilate them. Amenmesse through the walls. Looks like they are coming through the gates. Go to the gatehouse, start chopping through. Both of our spearmen. Start filing up the tower as much as you can there.
Over the walls.
All of the archers, let's go ahead and blast into this exposed group, because they are completely keeping their sides to us. Should be a lot of arrows that actually land. Chariots move forward.
On our way.
As soon as the gates go down, you guys stream in. Let's bring in the runners. So you guys all forward onto dawn. To the fray, lads. You continue to talk all of the smack about them being from the sands. Just enough of the arrows are making it over the top that those guys are going to turn and run. Arrow guard are terrifying.
You'll die.
And they start helping out with the gates. Amenmesse, can you get down? Oh, you can indeed. You all are in trouble.
Into position.
Fighters of
Pulling
Nubia.
over so I'm not getting shot out by those towers. Arrow guard shot through these fools like they're not even there. The Nubian clubmen have taken a fair bit of damage
Break
though.
their necks.
Right to eliminate. Need these spearmen that are in the center line.
I will not be beaten.
Have you guys scoot up enough so you can actually use your special abilities there.
Chariots move.
Amenmesse's boys can't actually make it up, so we're just gonna start
Don't
chopping.
hesitate.
To victory.
You two start launching at these Libu Desert Skirmishers. I'm gonna blot out the sun with that group. Still getting shot at by the towers.
Chariots onward.
There's a bit goofy. Keep them moving around then.
Roll out.
Stop screeching,
They're talking smack about Amenmesse over here.
The might of Nubia. Forging ahead.
Those towers are unfortunate. Not a lot we can do about it though. Have you guys come on in to take the walls.
Power and pride.
Got a lot of lads overwhelming on this other side here. Let's make sure all of our archers are switching targets and going after the enemy lord.
Bring them down.
He is the public enemy number one. They're in. Gates have fallen. Get up and stab that guy in the neck.
Let's get out of here.
I would run. Well, it might be far too late. Spears. Let's go ahead and make sure they're capturing this zone here, because I don't think...
Marching.
oh, come on now.
Onward.
Capture the zone.
My victory is not in doubt.
Victory is not in doubt. Although they are bombing some shots from over the wall there. Okay, we can bring you guys into melee because the gates are down. Oh, they're not, are they?
Shoot.
Interesting. Who knows how that other thing is decided.
Together,
He's got this
brothers.
tower defending him.
Slay them. I will not fail.
I mean, it looks like we've captured the gatehouse. I know we haven't. It's just, for whatever reason, they were fleeing through it, so they're
Fear us.
suffering for it now.
Fighters of Nubia.
Help them on out. Birthright runners come down here.
On the move. On our way.
Looks like we are out of arrows for several of the units now, so those who are running in are doing so.
Pushing on.
I think we've got them, though.
Meet your end.
They're really suffering on the wall. Way too much in terms of armor piercing.
How can we win?
Well, the answer is you can. I had 2 arrows sticking out of his back. He's fine.
Face me, coward.
Okay, they've damaged a few of the chariots there.
Fighters
Good on
of
him.
Nubia.
Try spears. I mean, we've got them taken out. Let's bring these spears up, though, that we can scare off that unit of
Never
archers.
falter. Power and pride.
Pharaoh are pretty hampered.
Spill blood.
The might
Everyone
of
on the wall
Nubia.
there was getting shot to pieces.
Fight as one.
Slings of Nubia. No fear. My victory is
You guys need to
knocking
come on over
down.
into melee. The gatehouse is just kind of
Chariots!
funky.
Onward!
Bring them through then.
Cut through them!
Fight hard.
Yeah, put your arms up to block the spear. Horrifying. That's gonna go right through. Your arm is the best shield.
There is no hope.
Victory. We took a few of our own, but
Unruly
people of the Oasis now belong to Amenmesse. First mistake. Not dodging the Kapesh.
Defeat was never an option.
Absolutely not, especially with how many invaders are coming on in. We are going to claim the Dungle Oasis as is.
Occupy the city.
Don't do any replenishing or having to rebuild anything.
Patience brings profit.
Perfect. We have got a fort as
Warrior
well. Let's go ahead and have you go
of
into march. And zoom on down. Do some defending. We have successfully reached for the cellar. Controlled the Oasis. We've gained an avid collector. A small altar. And some fools are raiding. Cool.
Power and pride. Off we
Our
go.
treasurer moving on through. Off you go indeed. So what did we gain here with the Oasis? Besides a pretty potent settlement here. We've got a date farm. All armies in this province are going to have a 20% reduction to their upkeep. Which means you can probably keep a lot of elite troops in this fort for very, very cheap. A little bit of happiness and some food income. Also got a war council, the proving grounds. They were ready to throw down with us. The ability for us to now recruit in the Libu composite bowmen. Libu desert swords and composite bowmen. We'll go ahead and leave this building on end. Let's find anything else we can grab that is going to be kind of unique to the area, though. Military support, management, nothing pops out. Although the Grand Bazaar. Workforce, influence, happiness, legitimacy, and then it's kind of a smattering of all the resources. Seems pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and throw this one in. Go ahead and remove the War Council and the Proving Grounds both. And we'll make this more of a food settlement. I'll slot that in right away. Yeah, there's no reason to wait. I'm rich.
I will
Right,
take what
Amenmesse.
is owed to me by any means.
Punishment is doing pretty alright for itself, and you gained hopefully a single skill at least. Beautiful stuff. So let's keep working on up towards your replenishment. Benevolent to troops. So now we have a bronze and food upkeep reduction, if we so wish. Yes, we're working towards as quickly as I can. The 999 Overseer of Gold here. 200 income, just faction-wide, as well as a bit more influence and gold just produced in the province. Which is all beautiful. No new shields, sadly.
Warrior of Nubia.
Alright, fair enough. Then, in terms of what we can actually build in the Oasis, because we can come on into our building browser here. Anything extra special? The woodcutter encampment? Okay, so they actually have, well, not very much, but at least a little bit. And it will also reduce overall recruitment cost in the armies in the area. Sounds good. There's actually not that many food options from the Oasis besides the date farm. Interesting. We'll go date farm, woodcutter camp, and then hidden rooms. Probably some one of these temples as well. We'll go hidden rooms as many of these settlements as we can. Just we know the ones that are bordering the desert here are going to have invasions. Constantly, in fact.
Mighty warrior.
Yeah, they want me to rebuild all their shrines as they walk around and smack everything. I say no, sir. As far as commandments go, though, there are no gold provinces here, so let's go ahead and grab the Kushite favoritism to fix up our influence. As low influence is going to really reduce the overall bronze we're making by a huge amount. Alright, we'll start showering gold absolutely everywhere. I'm thinking the people of Kawa can defend themselves just fine. For the deities, we need to try to get set up to the next tier, that we get another general devoted. So we need about 110. That we can do. Alright, into our court. We can remove him. Now we're needing all this legitimacy.
In Egypt.
Absolutely. Vizier, I'm going to go ahead and perform the connections intrigue with you.
What betters you, betters our empire.
Dude, I would agree. And then we'll go ahead and we can increase piety, but that's not going to be that useful. Plotting against him to steal some of his overall legitimacy would probably be a bad thing. Single unit category will have its wages reduced by 25%. For recruitment cost. Let's go for chariots. Sounds good until the next Shimsu War. And we can also just go ahead and gossip with him a bit as well.
How unusual. Pleasant conversations are few and far between at court.
I hear ya. Yep, we're moving quickly towards our tier 2 of our royal powers. 230 legitimacy is what we need, and we're moving along. We've got a lot of battle legitimacy, though, so that is all going to be temporary, as you lose one of those every single turn, but you can keep that up as long as you're winning battles, kind of like Scarbrand, but you do have to keep in mind that that number is always going to be temporary as long as you're not finding battles every turn. Alright, sweet business. Let's come on back down to the at-risk settlement, and in the turn. He does indeed move to attack Abu Ab, because he is very brave, can't you tell? Bypassed all of our settlements to attack this one very deep in our territory. Yeah, there's no way we can defend against this. We'll go ahead and just allow them the victory there. Alright. Well done, Buhin. You're just as cowardly as the raiders. Idle compensation. Made a chamber of silver-tongued snakes. They would like to trade our court action for gold. Get out of here. Not that desperate for gold. We have to rebuild all of these because they're just walking around breaking everything. Very kind you are.
My time is now.
Right, Amenmesse, we need to shut these fools down now.
Prepare for anything.
Or we could possibly try to peace out with them.
Rich.
Don't anger me, wretch. How about peace? You give me all of your stone. 900 of it. They're going to say no. Okay, you give me 900 stone and I make it work with a little bit of wood. Or Canaan. Yes, heat stroke. Let's get out of here quickly. Or start gnawing on one of our legs. At least now we can focus on the Libu and the Buhin, who have decided that they raised it?
Warrior of Nubia.
Your life is forfeit. How can we catch you?
Stay alert, brothers. Hear me.
That is despicable. They ran all the way past our armies and raised the settlement.
The fire
Come here, you.
of Nubia.
I don't know what your next target's gonna be.
Get
He
away.
can't really go anywhere. He's gonna
I'm
probably come down here to Kuzgez and burn it. Really, he's exiled his army until he's destroyed our
Battle
entire
is my
faction.
calling.
What do we do? His army is very elite. But we have chariots. Let's go ahead and move to here.
Keep moving.
Oh, I went past the ambush area. Move as far as we can then. Come fight me.
A risk taker
You won't.
are you?
It's sorry, won't. Okay, well, we've got a whole province to rebuild now. That's lovely.
Empire.
Fez, can we kind of lure some fools on over? I would rather upgrade the Dungle Oasis, to be honest. Let's come on into the Oasis and take this thing up to tier 5. Or we date farm. Tier 5 or we date farm. Yeah, let's go for the tier 5 now. Makes the settlement that much harder to crack. And I am happy to speed this along immediately. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. More reinforcements.
Ruler of all Egypt.
We have pieced out with these clowns, but it doesn't really mean that much. I think that Amenmesse can handle the invading Libu. What we'll do with Amenmesse then is get real aggressive.
Get ready to march.
Gonna take Desert Attrition. The answer to that question is a hefty yes.
True Pharaoh.
We're gonna try to aggressively attack Buhin. So are we able to... Trespassing may have consequences. Are you not my vassal?
We can do great things together. I know it.
Why don't we have military access? Let's make this work. He wants me to give him Nabuab. Nope. How about military access and I'll give you... He wants food and wood. I'll give you, let's say, 500 wood. Good grief. You are greedy. 500 gold. This is very worth it. And then, what, 250 bronze? Dude. Okay, well, we'll offer you even more in terms of wood, because I'd rather not get in trouble for trespassing. We have to pay him an absolute ton. We're not using this wood right now, so we might as well use it for bartering. Do a little bit of haggling this down. Apparently not. We can't be that goofy with it. Okay. Well, see, now that's just... Now you're just being silly. 14, 15 is no longer going to work now. We can move through your lands, and now you can actually build up your people. Look at you, Miam. Very, very nice.
Agreed. In the name of glory.
We'll see. You use that gold to attack me, you will regret it
Amenmesse,
viciously.
Pharaoh of Egypt.
Alright, Amenmesse, let's get moving.
Get marching.
Now that we're allowed to move into Buhin without getting in trouble. Rest in peace, you guys. Burn my settlements down. The audacity.
No one doubts me now.
They didn't before, but now they really don't, you're right. There's nothing that can crack this unless they bring all of their Libu together. Have to defend these settlements aggressively, I guess is the call here. Royal decrees. Bronze extra food when allied with Egyptian factions. Hello there. I guess our bowmanship can wait. We need the food quite badly. We have at least one Egyptian ally, so that'll be giving us that 15% extra.
With the voice of the gods,
We'll just
I
go ahead
declare
and
this court in
just
session.
siphon some legitimacy from this goon. Don't need them to leave power, just would like to steal some of their goodies. We won't spend any gold. Yes, we will. We got plenty.
The gods
Money bags.
see all that happens in Egypt. I am sure you have impressed them.
Is indeed true. We've got a whole bunch of damaged outposts. There's Tempa and Wa. Guys, nothing we can do about that. Adam hasn't been moved.
I'll prove myself worthy.
Get him chasing off the Libu. Where did they disappear off to? He may have coming up towards his other Western Desert tribe lads. So yeah, let's just zoom through Timpa. We can repair this one real quick.
I stand unbroken.
Don't think they're going to be willing to attack it. Just going to come on over here and stand next to the shrine to Isis. Looks good to me.
Everything.
Courage is everything. Okay, well, let's go on down to this army and see what the Buhin try. We end the turn. Winnebay would like me to give him bronze for food. That is a deal we can have. Agreed. Our people are quite hungry and we need the cheeseburgers. Moved up and sacked this tower and ran away. That's just about right.
Curiosity killed the wildebeest.
Brother, you are a coward. We're gonna put you down.
Death to my enemies.
Death to my enemies. Confused about our aggression. We would lose the battle, would we? He does have a lot of renowned Kushite archers, which are pretty dangerous. My strategy is going to be lure them on over. We can engage with the clubmen, and our chariots can deal with his archers once they've kind of actually gotten over towards us. It'll be a tough one, though. Let's take a look at the map. Sweep around this side, kind of keep them forced and bogged down in the center line while our chariots move around. Let's take it to them. Alright, start with a sandstorm. I'm actually okay with this because they have got higher range than we do. Let's go ahead and deploy in the sandstorm. And I'm going to go ahead and set up all of our armored archers in the front line here. Do this a little bit different than they're probably going to think.
Making it happen.
Then our elite archers can come on up on the other side of the hill.
Orderly lines.
Orderly lines.
Aim true.
Grab our missiles, get them in guard mode. Love chariots sweeping up and over this hill. And then we can have our lack of elite holding troops is going to be a bit scary.
Nubia will be stronger once they are dead.
Spears.
Anything for victory.
Lord.
Nothing will stop me.
Well,
Cower before me.
he actually makes spearmen stronger, so we'll pull him back a little bit.
I'll do it.
Pull my Kushite archers back. Everyone's all up in the way. Pulling off my deployment.
It is decided. May the sand swallow our foes.
Swords in the center. Kushite runners ready to cause a ruckus.
We will stop at nothing. Power and pride.
By a ruckus, I mean, I'm going to send them over the top if we need to.
Never falter.
Gonna be Nubian recruits holding the mid.
Anything for victory.
Our slings
Might
will
need to
carry
be.
them.
We do need to try to draw them in towards our archers, though.
Fighters of Nubia. Yes.
A bit of a stranger deployment like so. Eshguard up top.
Getting it done.
I want to try to be a very small target. Blazemen behind our spears.
Decided.
We will stop at nothing.
And all of the
Get it done.
bowmen behind them.
We will triumph.
That way our runners can go around either side. These guys can swarm over the top.
To victory.
is the intention, at least. Alright, lads. We're outclassed.
They are no
Let's see if we are
true
also
children of
outmatched.
Nubia.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave these archers up top. Spears can go ahead and move forward just a little bit there while these chariots start harassing.
Making it happen.
Nubian recruits are not going to last long under any kind of salvo of fire at all. So they're sitting a couple Kushite spear recruits over the top. We'll
Kush has
have
no room for these snakes.
these units do some dueling with them first.
Get it done.
Never falter. To battle.
Forward.
We will
A
stop.
lot of units trying to stop our
To battle.
chariots.
On our way.
Get them a little bit more lined up.
Fighters of Nubia.
There's no way they're as fast as our chariots. Even in the sandstorm.
Swordsmen.
Yes, to glory.
Converting lots of units. These guys take the high ground. Aggressively.
Pushing on.
High ground for
On
us.
the move. To victory.
I have a
Onward.
corridor of doom for any of these archers that want to come over the top.
Fighters of Nubia. For glory.
You guys keep skirting around.
Chariots, onward.
Glad to see that our units are already wounded a bit. Gonna help us out significantly.
Swordsmen.
Bring your royal
Infantry
guard up
moving.
top.
Marching on. On the move. Pushing on.
Fall back. Archers up.
Never falter. Make it happen. Into position.
Very brave you all are, splitting your units like this.
We will
Take these guys off fire at will, and that way they only defend against the one. Oh, they're trying to... Well, I'm not scared of any of you.
Chariots onward. Take your shots.
I'm not after you, actually. That's the funny thing.
Roll out.
Roll out.
Lost a few.
Forging ahead.
Stay far enough back that their archers can't turn and decimate you, because that'll be a fight you guys definitely can't win.
Pass, Egyptian.
On our way.
You're only half Egyptian, is that what they said? That is great.
Fight with honor. Fighters of Nubia. Into
Go ahead
position.
and step forward, both of the spearmen.
Fight of Nubia.
Make it happen.
Guys out wide.
We will succeed.
What's the plan back here?
Into position.
We don't want to advance far enough that these guys up on top can get them. So come back this way. Archers up.
Kushites never miss. On the march.
We're just harassing these poor Kushite spears here, but as soon as their archers...
Bring them down.
As soon as their archers stop paying attention, they're doomed.
Fear us.
Shield wall. Shield wall.
Behold the fury of the sands. Onwards. Anything
As soon as they crash into this group, we're gonna switch the targeting. You guys come up around one more time there. Chariots, get moving.
Chariots move.
Armored Kushite archers, so be very careful. I'm telling my AI units.
never falter. Marching to battle.
Right. Clubs, get in there.
Glory.
On the move. Onwards.
Hit step forward.
Fighters one. Archers shoot.
Power and
You guys at least focus these Nubian
pride.
clubs.
Headstone.
Release.
Stay here, I'm changing my mind.
Nubia.
Start launching those arrows.
Archers. Pushing on. Bring them down.
Alright, gotta keep the chariots moving. These guys got caught by the archers. Bad micro on my part.
Fighters of Nubia.
As soon as they're out of arrows, we're gonna have them charge.
Never falter.
Chariots got absolutely decimated because I wasn't paying attention, so I'd be a bit careful with them.
Onwards! Nubian marksmen! On the move!
I pray for this sandstorm.
These
to
marksmen should annihilate these idiots
Into
here.
position!
You charge in, break them.
Slay them! Archers, shoot! Tear them apart!
Caught. Rock in a hard place.
The might
Go ahead and
of
send them into
the
melee, break this unit. Clubs go through.
Together, brothers. Never falter.
Come on, chariots.
Meet your end.
Let's bring the Kapeshas down.
Fight with honor!
Fight with honor.
These Kushite spears here.
Aim with their hearts! Aim
Both
true.
able to eliminate them pretty quickly.
Fight with honor! Send their barrage!
Pull the chariots away since they are fighting spearmen. Not a fight they really want to take.
Yes.
To victory!
Fighters of Nubia.
Go ahead and do some archer dueling with those renowned spears, or those renowned archers. Should be annihilating the Nubian clubmen.
Marching! Pushing on! Fight hard!
Come on, lads, we need you back. Quickly. Smash into those spears again.
Pushing on.
Where's my returned
Chariots, move.
chariots? Bring them on in. 3 versus 1 is going very in our favor. Ooh, it's a killing field.
Fighters of Nubia!
Not flee, let's move forward, start
Aim for
peppering the
their
next
hearts.
group. Chariots moving back in to smash into their spears once more.
Yes, to glory!
Come on through.
Chariots move.
Fight hard!
Chariots are looking like they're going to flee once more. Okay, well they didn't even do anything. They came back and ran. Awesome.
For glory!
It's gone too. We just lost the Kushite runners in the process.
Arrows ready!
Such is the way.
Feed us!
Bring the archers around then, so we can actually do some damage.
Send their barrage! To victory! Loose arrows!
Keep ultimate archer dueling.
Fighters of Nubia.
Fight hard.
Move
On
you
our way.
through. Clobber some of these last remaining archers, and we should have them
We
from
will
there.
triumph.
Beautiful Kushite runners, come on back. In fact, go run off of those spear recruits. Everyone else just move on into. Ooh, the range is back in our favor.
Archers, shoot! Fighters
Move on
of
forward.
Nubia!
For glory. Fighters of Nubia.
Have the chariots come on back and slam into these Kushite spear recruits.
Make it happen! Aim and
Annihilate them as they
shoot.
attempt to flee.
Never falter!
The might.
How did they manage to brace when they saw? I guess they saw us coming.
Roll out.
Send hail!
Pretty impressive.
Slay them.
To battle! We will succeed!
Spread the archers apart there. We can pretty well blanket the field in death from here.
Archers, shoot! Onwards! Cut through them!
To victory.
That looks to be the white flag across the board. A much more elite unit. Overwhelmed and destroyed.
Meet your end! We need to find
Definitely
cover.
took some casualties. I will do what I can to round up these much more elite units than ours. That way we have plenty of ransom.
None surpass our courage.
Vengeance. Yeah. Oh. He's just gonna recover from that. It's got the Star Wars logic there. Stabbed in the gut with a lightsaber. It's completely survivable. We'll go ahead and have Egypt be. That's a really tough call. Powerful and merciful will give us a lot of food. Let's just go for the replenishment.
There is honor in servitude.
The army is wiped out because they were in March,
Warrior
and
of
now we can go
Nubia.
ahead and try to re-colonize Abu
Get
Lab.
ready to move.
Ready to move. Let's come on through to Kawa.
I am in your hands.
Repair a lot of the things that they broke on the way through here. Just being complete monsters. Got some sand demons to contend with. And it looks like he's going to build up some troops, or he's just sitting in camp stance, so they're not taking attrition. One of the two. Only a matter of time before you're caught up with and destroyed by Amenmesse, so enjoy your freedom while you can. Let's go for it. Wood and food in the Dungle Oasis.
Warrior of
Let's
Nubia.
snag the prayer to
Bless
Isis.
my path, divinity.
Just destroyed everything. Go ahead and repair this building. Won't worry about repairing Fez just yet, but here we're missing a shrine. Let's go to a shrine of Set. Beautiful. Our one court action, we can go ahead and make sure our plot is working out all right. We're at 100%.
You
That's
are
exactly what we
wise
need.
to come to me. I am a valuable friend to have.
So you think. I will speed along our upkeep production, happiness, and food income building, though. Definitely. Even if it is only a small amount. Right, I think we are on our way to recovering, and we are going to
I will take
deliver
what is
death
owed
to Buhin.
me by any
Gonna move up
means.
first and attack this Egyptian fort.
Without mercy.
They've got 19 defending Buhin. We definitely need to go after the fort first. See if they can actually hold the line.
God, Pharaoh.
Prove your right to exist, or perish. And do some wall sapping as well. Ladders. Continue the siege.
They can starve a while longer.
Starve a while longer. Got a few things we can build on up in terms of outposts. We're too dangerous right now. If we build it up, if we repair anything, these guys are just gonna bop around and destroy them like bullies. Have you just hop on out to get a bit
Warrior
more
of
morale,
Nubia. I'll prove myself worthy.
and then we just continue to defend
Set up
Fez.
patrols.
We could
I stand unbroken.
try to
Courage
ambush
is
them, since we'll get reinforcements immediately. Try to lure these fools into a place they don't want. And do we have good
Battle is my
gear on you at the very least? Common small shield. We don't have any more medium shields. Need the workforce. Small altar will let the prayer duration last a bit longer. I like the extra relations with Hittites, but we're going to go ahead and grab the Avid Collector here instead of the extra line of sight, since he's just going to be sitting there defending. Alright, beautiful stuff. We'll have one more intern, and that's likely to be all the time I've got for today. Ooh, we've got some more competency points to pass on out. And they want us to give our court position up for some gold. As you can see, I'm flush with gold, so you can bugger on off. Our next ambition, we can either... Our might must grow for 2,000 gold and a victory point. Win one battle. Just one, huh? For some food and bronze. Or claim the capital of any other faction for some golden stone. Maintain 85 units in total. We already... Well, don't mind if I do. Immediately fulfill that ambition. So now that we're at how many victory points? Gonna tell us? Fisheries, expenditures, battles. I see no... Maybe over in records? Where do you see your overall victory points? Is it in... Ah, here we go. So we build up these points towards the different victories. Minor, major, and ultimate. As far as homelands, we're moving on along to claiming them, as well as foreign conquests. East Nubia and Napata. Then you get the rewards of just a grip of points. Very nice. We had this one before, but since we lost it, such is the way. 800 favor with one god, and then a whole bunch of undiscovered ones. Landmarks, and then the ambitions. Cool.
I won't hold back.
We just wipe these fools out with an auto-resolve. No, it'd be a close victory. Here's some elite troops behind the walls, so we'll just let this build on up. Oops. For now, I'm going to be out of time for today. I have been at Space Wizards of War. I believe a like for the light god and a sub for the sub-thon. We'll see you all in the next one.